Immediately off the bat, first point.
Oh, we're going normal score. I was wrong, we're not going rally. Oh, a big out call from Rex.
Juniors are known for being a little bit loud when they play on the courts.
There's two things you know for sure in the out courts. Oh,
Bag one.
Bag one.
Bag one.
You know that's one bag.
We did say that that is going to happen from the juniors, and we already saw it.
Great start from the juniors.
Side out.
Side out now, 0-3.
0-3-1.
Oh, behind the back from Bryce.
Oh, you know.
Big behind the back. King of trick shots is here.
We're going to see if Rex can adapt to Bryce's trick shots.
Second serve.
Little two drive from Bryce, right at the top of the net. It's not really his game. He's more of a slow pusher kind of guy.
Oh, what a counter.
Tried to read the scorpion. Too good from Andrew.
Sometimes you get a little too low and you can't get back up. That is the advantage of the juniors.
1-3-1.
Going for it for the drive.
Second serve. 3-1-2.
Good drop from Rex.
An interesting thing about Rex is that personal goal is to be a billionaire.
4-1-2. Side out. 1-4-1.
Ooh, two missed serves in a row. Can we make it 3?
1-4-2.
Oh, that movement by
Really
Rex
good
is pretty
defense from
tough.
Rex.
We're seeing these dinks a little bit lower than the last round of games. A little bit more precise.
Ooh, the volley.
Second serve.
Two good ones, then that fifth one, he just slapped it long.
Rex thinking Andrew was going to come in with that
4-1-2.
backhand winner. Little hesitation.
Big serve from Rex. Spencer couldn't handle it.
You know, they say de-weaponize the serve. These boys are bringing it.
Instant pressure from Rex. Big fist bump.
That's at least, what, a good 2.5 feet in the air from Rex.
At least.
6-1-2.
Ooh, good.
Side out.
Spencer thinks that net. Rex is not like that.
A fun little side note also about Rex is that he is a black belt in Taekwondo.
So you can't beat him in pickleball. If you do, he'll beat you up right after. Oh, I don't even...
Little Ernie attempt, got a little short. Maybe a little wind caught it,
I
because
think the wind got that one.
Andrew usually makes those.
That's usually a winner from Andrew. Practicing.
2-6-1. Second serve.
Good pressure by the juniors. Really putting to these guys.
Side out.
Bryce not being able to come up with that. Ball coming back over. Rex putting the pressure.
6-2-1. Second serve.
Couldn't really do anything with that short return. See if another big serve from Rex here.
6-2.
Good point there.
Side out.
And try to be sneaky at that little outside of the ball roller.
Realize him not having quite the space to ATP, try to bring it back. Spencer reading that ball.
Point.
Andrew attempted speed up down the line. Thought he had Bryce. He probably did.
He usually does.
1.
Unluckily that net was there. Oh, unlucky net. That's usually a winner by Rex.
Rex never misses those.
4, 6, 1.
She does.
She does.
Second serve.
Okay.
4, 6, 2. Side out.
Good return from Rex there.
That's a good side out, kind of cutting the momentum from the college guys.
6, 4, 1.
Oh,
Went for it.
Point.
Well, lefty get from Bryce, but just wasn't enough to get him back in that point. Good put away.
that's what we call the puppet. You know, those junior boys pulling the strings, little puppet master point.
Point. Timeout. Change ends. 8, 4, 1. 1 minute.
Makes good pressure on their serves. See if they can
8,
continue.
4, 1.
That was a great drive down the line by Andrew.
9, 4, 1. Point.
Just floating that dink wide. Good drop.
We're just seeing some consistency with these juniors, you know. It's a great ATP defense by Rex. Andrew just couldn't finish that point.
10, 4, 2.
Oh, little chaos from Bryce. A lefty ATP to the defense. Right back to trying to finish that
11,
ball.
4, 2.
That's the pressure that the juniors are bringing right now. We need to see a little bit more from the college guys. Put the pressure on those kids. Make them
12, 4, 2.
use their hands, see how quick they are. The juniors are showing up.
Money lob.
What a lob by Rex, catching that back line. Catching that back line, trying to get that ball back over and with a finish.
4, 2.
Unlucky net.
Point.
We're gonna count that as bag number 2 though. We got the net, but we also got the bag by Andrew.
14, 4, 2. Point.
And with that net cord, that
we
is
go.
the game. 15-4 for the
Give a loud yell also.
0, 0, 2.
The pancake right off the bat. Dylan's signature move right there.
0-0-1.
Big pressure from Leia.
That's a great point. That's a good way to start off this game.
0-0-2.
Big pancake, sitting on it.
And that's where we're going to see if these junior girls can adapt to that part of the game. Not only is that pancake a little bit unique, the girls are going to have to adapt to not go to that spot. Just some great rolls. You know, these two girls, you're going to see when they put the ball on the outside, they have backhand rolls that are top notch.
Great fourth. Really got that one down.
That's the thing, this game is adapting. We used to see a lot of just block fourths, and now with the game getting a little faster, your fourths have got to be a little bit quicker. Putting pace on that ball, putting it at the player's feet. What a point, at least 3 net cords in that one single point alone. But the girls, all the girls on both sides adapting to that point.
1-0-1.
The finish by Dylan.
Oh, sneaking that one. I don't think it's going long.
That's the thing when you play the juniors, you know, some of them aren't quite full grown, so they can swing as hard as they can. That ball stays in.
Got a read ball. Little one-y attempt. It's a little wide.
Speed up, but a little help from that net, you know. We love that net sometimes.
Love it and hate it.
0-1.
Great hands battle.
Great hands. A good little put away by Olivia Phillips. Really staying through that ball. Not a big swing. Don't need a big swing in this game on that line. Placement and power.
Side out.
Gotta make those thirds.
It's a good hold by the college girls.
2-0-1. Second serve.
Going for the big drive.
2-0-2.
There we go. There's a signature Elsie roll. Don't give it to her.
We should put a poll by how many people have been victimized by the Elsie Hender shot, 200 backhand roll. I'll raise my hand first.
I think the whole building just raised their hand.
There
Great
they
hands.
go. It's a good setup
Big
shot.
forehand, just like her dad.
1-2-1.
But yeah. Ooh,
Oh.
Second serve.
We thought maybe they were doing a trick play, a little fake out, but Elsie just reaching. Maybe in a couple years she'll get a little taller, she'll be able to get that ball. Good idea with that lob. We see that a lot. Signature shot from her mom. Almost a finisher.
2-1-1.
But we like to see that change. Gameplay.
good adjustment though to take the overhead.
Second
Falling
serve.
a little long.
little bit long right there. Elsie, she is a 6th grader from Mapleton, Utah.
Second serve.
And Leah Jones, also 12, Pleasant Grove. It's a great setup by Leah. Just needed to finish that ball by Elsie.
This is what we call a little grinder here. Still only 2-1.
2-1-1.
There we go, a little change in the score right there for the college girls. Putting at 3. It's good pressure. Kind of finding that middle ball, getting the girls a little bit more confused in that situation.
Oh, little argument on the court of the call. That's what the ref says. Ref's calling it in.
The juniors
Get the
calling
second
that
ref.
ball out.
Great call by the ref.
Sometimes it's hard for the refs to see that line in front of them,
Refs
but with
are
the
always right.
second ref, I'm able to have a better angle and make a better call.
Ooh, 2 in a row. Good inside out drive, money.
Ooh, unlucky. Going for that 3rd drive in a row. Just catching that net a little bit. You know, Elsie and Leah, part of that 4th squad, started by Cade Hendershot.
Head coach of that 4th squad is Elise Jones. Does having Elise on your bench kind of add instant pressure?
Definitely, I think so.
Definitely intimidating. Only like Scorpion.
It's a good leave. That's the thing with the Scorpion. If we hit it a little late, our paddle angle goes a little too angled, and that ball sails out.
Oh, lob to lob. Oh! She says, I don't care about your lob. I am smacking this 3rd.
You know what? Both sides in awe.
That's what we call a Ryan Jones career drive.
Even the college girls giving a clap for that shot. Amazing.
Great hands from LC.
Yeah, we got it. Dylan, using her feet right there, probably came from a soccer background.
Sometimes the feet reacts first. It's kind of the curse from soccer. Good little run though to bring the kids back into the game.
Yeah, definitely with those few points right there, that's what they needed to keep this game close.
Second serve.
Great ball.
It's a great angle by Elsie, and that ball did not bounce up, so that is a tough ball to get, even if she gets there.
4-5-1.
Great 3rd.
Perfect drop. Now we got a tie right here, 5-5.
5-5-1. Second serve.
Little hesitant on that call, but it was a little bit wide. A little bit wide on that.
5-5-2.
You know, sometimes we don't mind those edge shots, you know, hits the edge guard, but, you know, keeps it in, keeps it a little surprising, you know, catches those kids off guard a little bit.
Hey, edge the paddle, you pay for it, so you got to use it still.
5-5-1. Point.
Big goal serve from Livy. drive.
Livy just going for those drives. She's feeling comfortable with her thirds.
Especially when the juniors have to switch. Going for a big serve.
That's the thing that people will debate. Do you go for the big serve or do you go for the safe serve?
Gotta go big. Do not go to their two-hand backhands. That's a no-no zone.
And you see as the ball goes high, they give themselves a little bit of space. They keep their shoulders forward and they're ready to counter. That's some great defense. Good talk, you know, going for balls and stuff like that with her partner. Good communication by the juniors. Just needed to finish that ball.
Just wide off the net.
Just wide.
7-5-1.
Ooh. Hate it or love it.
Timeout, change ends,
This time Dylan loves it.
1 minute.
Little net winner.
So with 8 for the college girls, they're up on the switch. See if they can keep it up right here.
8-5-1.
Good pressured serve, just like we were talking about before. Keeping that serve big, putting that pressure on.
It's a good spear from Dylan.
Dylan does a great job. She like holds that ball. You're not really sure where she's going to the last minute, and then she puts that ball middle.
10-5-1.
Couldn't get there.
But great decision on the juniors to not unwind the stack, giving them set positioning. That way they can kind of counter that fourth.
10-5-2.
That's a great get.
Go, money.
And the biggest thing is that Leah did not overswing on that. You know, she stayed in control, even though she was still running up to that position. Stayed control and composed herself and hit a great shot.
Second serve.
Just a little long. Kid served in at 5-10-2.
5-10-2. Side out.
It's a good deep in the corner by Livy Phillips, putting that return in a good spot. The corner pocket's always a tough spot to return.
10-5-1. Second serve.
Big point here. You don't want the college kids to run away with it here.
10-5-2.
Want to get a big stop.
Side out.
Wait.
5-10-1.
Dylan was
Again.
nervous to give back the lob return. She didn't want that clean smack winner.
She had a little flashback from what happened last time when that lob came.
Yeah, I had PTSD too. Great point. Great gets from the college kids. Livy and Dylan keeping it alive.
But ultimately just ending with that two-handed backhand roll
Just too good.
by Leah Jones.
7-10-1. Second serve.
Junior girls keeping it close. They need to get a little run right here. Get a little momentum.
Great call from Livy. Holding Dylan back from the overhead.
It's great
Ball
defense by
lands
the
out.
girls. Getting those balls back up. The barely deep call.
10-7-1.
good
Great
pressure.
gets, though.
Dylan with the good defense, and then when the juniors tried to change the direction, it's when they got them. You know, it's a great idea to just change the ball, put the ball down the line. It's a good lead by Leah Jones. You know, those balls sometimes are a little tricky. Sometimes they can dip at the end, but she was confident that was going out, and the ball went out.
7-10-1.
Great points.
Little bit
Great
of
get off the
everything.
lob from a really good lob from Leia.
That lob was ideal. Livy did a great job getting back, keeping composure, and hit a great spot back. Good point.
Side out.
Good lock game right here at 10-7. Who's going to be the first to gain a point?
10-7-1. Point.
Little out to sorry. Sometimes, even though we hit it and we know it's going out, sometimes we just can't help it.
11-7-1.
The college girls getting off 10. Good location by Elsie, just going down that line. Expect her to go across, and then she holds and goes down that line. Perfect shot.
Side out.
Great roll.
Great pressure by Leah Jones, just keeping that momentum going with those dink rolls.
Second serve. Seven, 11-2. Side out.
Feeling the pressure here.
Side out for the college girls, seeing if they can continue with their run. They got off the 10 last time. Needing to get a little bit more right here.
It's a great fourth.
Second serve.
Gotta get that ball down, else he's gonna put it away.
11-7-2.
It's a great get. Dylan with that two-handed backhand catches that corner in the kitchen with Elsie getting that back.
7-11-1. Point.
There we go, there's one. See if we can get it rolling now.
8-11-1. Second
Just
serve.
close.
Just clipping it.
There we go. We got player, coach, and mother, Elise Jones right there. The legend of Utah.
She's sitting by Rex Ias's dad, but those two right there, top coaches. But Elise, top pro player in the circuit, top coach in the circuit for these juniors.
Side out.
Not a lot of streaks in this game, just back and forth, getting 1 point here and there. A lot of side outs.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Great point from Livy.
That is a great get.
That was a perfect lob of that back line. She barely got around it.
Living with going with her backhand might have been
4-8-1.
a little bit tougher, but still makes that ball over with a great shot.
Second serve.
Some would say same guy, but tough bounce.
Let's see if the college girls can get it. Another
12-8-10.
point here, get some momentum.
net, kind of just sending it long.
Got Elsie cheering on her friend. That's the whole thing about pickleball. Keeping
Good
your
teamwork.
partner pumped up. Let's not get down on our partners, guys. No eye rolling. And with that, we had a couple more points on the board for the college girls. Let's see if they can close it out.
There we go.
Good pressure by the juniors, just keeping themselves alive right here.
See if we can get a run here, add some pressure to the board.
That's what they need, a little momentum right now. You know, the biggest thing for these juniors right now is just making some clean thirds, getting up to that line, and that's where they do their work.
There we go, there's one.
That's the point they needed right there, you know, not only to get on the board, but for morale. You know, sometimes it's just a little shift in demeanor and attitude. It helps you get another point. There we go.
There we
That's
go,
what we're seeing right there.
Great one, too.
It's a great two on a backhand by Dylan for the side out, giving Utah, or the college girls, Dylan from Utah Tech, a chance to close it out again right here. Good pressure. That's a good pressured return right there. Putting it on her back foot.
They're going to feel the pressure if they don't get it here. Oh, tough return. Good serve. That's a great game.
We're going to get started right now, right here. Immediate side out right there. You know, it's always funny. Do you choose to serve first or do you choose to return first?
Going big on the first point, kind of setting the tone.
I think we're going to see a lot from Livy. A lot of drives this game.
There we go, Bryce getting big. We're going to see a lot of Bryce poaching. He's very well at kind of those chaos points. See if he can create a lot more of those.
And that's what we want to see in mix. You know, as much as the girls like to dink and go across, we want the guys to step in and finish that ball. You know, Bryce not known for his two-E, but that was an amazing two-E canter.
That was a career two-E by Bryce, to be fair. He's taking some notes from the fourth kids. Great pressure drop from Livy.
I think Bryce just got the Cliff Notes, the Elise Jones Masterclass.
Great flick from Braden.
You know, that's a pretty low ball with most people would not think to hit that flick, but that was a perfect flick from really low off the ground.
Do a perfect spot too, the right hit. We're just missing the ATP.
Elsie pushing her wide. It's a great spot. Livy just got to hold and wrap a little bit longer around that ball.
Trash on our base right now.
Second serve. 1-3-2.
Beautiful Ernie from Bryce.
Bryce, newly to the Utah Valley team, he's actually working on his MBA, going back to school.
40-year senior, some would say.
Bryce is also part of the UR pickleball team, based out of Utah also.
He baited it, but too good from LC.
1-3-1.
Everyone playing big here.
Yeah, Livy putting the pressure on these kids. Not going easy on them.
Good leave.
It's a good idea by Braden, finding that line just a little bit out.
3-1-1.
There's a lot of net balls in this game so far.
Livy hitting that net, hitting a little winner right there. Elsie having to change directions and feet.
Because Wynn kind of kept that ball low. Career serve.
5-1-1.
Just slapping them long.
Braden trying to put the pressure on, going big, just sailing it long.
6-1-1.
To stay composed, get back in this game.
I think
Was there a
Braden's
call?
face gives away that call.
Yeah, he knew it
I
was
think,
out.
I think he could have
Livy-
sold that. The college kids
Livy
know.
did call it out, but I think Braden could have sold it, but Livy was pretty confident.
Just a little big on the swing. Great setup though.
Second serve.
The college kids up 7-1. Trying to get this point for the switch.
Side out.
Great little fake to dink point from Braden. Thinking Bryce thinks he's gonna speed up.
1-7-1.
Great defense from Elsie there.
Elsie putting every ball back over that net, no matter where it was at, inside, outside, giving Braden that opportunity to finish it. Little one-y.
Ooh, great get from Elsie. Getting the ball from that drop shot from Bryce.
Braden just lifting a little too much on that single hand. Let's just stay through it, and that's a finish.
Bryce forgetting the rules.
3-7-2.
I think he's playing pro here.
Side out.
College kids with the side out. They're needing one more point until they switch sides. Let's see if they can get it right here.
Great foot from Braden. Getting a lot of pace leaning in on those shots.
7-3-2. Side out.
Living on big with that serve, you know, always a little risky. Going deep, going hard, but they didn't pay off this time.
3-7-1. Point.
Kind of overswinging again.
We're gonna see right here if we can get a momentum shift for these juniors.
4-7-1.
Creeping back in.
Second
There we go, that's
serve.
great pressure by Bryce. Living on with the cross, and Bryce just putting it a little bit off pace at his feet. Bryce thinking he has that, Braden thinking he has that reset, but just a little bit slow. It's a great shot by Bryce.
Ooh. They don't. Braden being honest.
Bryce and Livy unsure, and you know what? That's what the fourth kids stand for, honesty. That's one of their H's, if you look it up. See, it comes back to them.
Second serve.
Bryce and reward for his honesty. Oh, there you go.
It's a great hold for the juniors. Still at 4-7, seeing if they can get a little momentum right here.
4-7-1.
It's great pressure by Braden, you know, with that drive is so tough. And with that 2E coming right at you. Bryce trying to do the best he can, and then his fifth going a little bit more off speed. It's a great shot set up.
Ooh, almost a crazy pickup there. Bryce was a little nervous.
5-7-2. Side out.
Let's see if the college kids can get the switch here.
7-5-1.
Ooh, there are a lot of missed serves. College kids are a little nervous.
Yeah, they're looking a little nervous right
Feeling the
there.
nerves.
Those juniors are really giving them a thing to think about with this game. And we're gonna call that a bag.
Bag.
Bag run, bag one.
That's the first bag of the day.
5-7-1. Point.
Juniors are coming back, you know. The college kids had a decent little lead, but with not being able to get off 7, giving that room for the college kids, or the juniors to come back right here.
Unlucky Matt.
And with that, we are tied 7-7.
7-7-1.
Full Braden getting what he wants, but just being a little too big in that last one.
7-7-2.
Great drop.
Perfect drop by LC, which is giving now the juniors the lead at 8-7.
Ball.
Yeah, this is a big point right here for both sides, with the
8-7-2.
juniors having the momentum.
Side out.
It's actually exactly what the college kids needed right here, but they need to be able to capitalize.
See if they can make a first serve. Lefty. Great roll, putting Livy under pressure.
You know, like we said before, the juniors and their rolls are phenomenal. There we go.
That's creating
That's
a little chaos there. That's Bryce's bread and butter.
putting
using
a
a little
little bit more
flipper.
pressure on them, and then going the opposite direction.
8-8-2.
There we go. Great roll from Livy, letting Bryce get up there and add a ton of pressure, getting a winner on his next ball.
And the control Bryce had on that shot, he didn't try to overdo it. He just placed it perfectly.
9-8-2.
Little hold. Good drive from Bryce. It's a career drive, but beautiful.
But it just goes to show the consistency of the basics, right? Get your serves in, get your thirds in, get to the line. That's
all
some
it is.
pressure.
Ooh, the other probably gonna let that one go, but still getting too big. Braden seeing gold and going for it all.
Yep.
11-8-2. Side out.
Tough third, but good run from college kids.
It's exactly what they needed, right? They needed to get on the board
8-1-1.
after that switch.
Point.
It's the thing we're seeing, the common theme today with both sides is just big swings, going for it all, quick finishes.
That comes from the roll, the quality of roll from LC. I think she has to be more out in front to get out of there because you don't want it to bounce, kick away from you.
11-2.
Great pressure from Braden. Kid said, yeah, no more drops, we're firing away.
10-11-2.
What a...
Knock, knock. Nobody's home.
That was amazing. That was literally controlling them, literally puppet mastering, moving them exactly where they wanted, putting the ball where they weren't.
11-11-2. Side out.
That's what the juniors needed, right? They needed to get back to this game. They needed to
11-11-1.
tie it up, put them back, give them some good opportunities.
Ooh. Bryce finding a little bit. Is that a Burt? Count that as a Burt?
We're going to count that as a Burt. He came from the left side. It was a low ball, still made it.
11-11-1.
Ooh.
Second serve.
Bryce going in with in
Going for
between the
the
legs,
tweener.
but didn't quite get that bounce up.
Got one, but let's see if the kids can keep up the momentum and get more points here.
11-12-1.
It's a good serve by Brayden, you know. Not very fast paced, but keeping it wide, you know, making her move.
Ooh. Inside out winner.
It's a great point.
But right before the famous Livy Scorpion.
It's good pressure by the juniors right there. Just keep at it. Keep going, giving them a little bit of a lead right here.
12-2.
Great drop. Match point now.
14-12-2.
Great run though.
Side out.
It's a side out that the college kids is needed. See if they can get on the board and tie it up.
12-14-1.
Oh, Bryce barely getting that behind to Brayden. Brayden unluckily hitting that net, popping it up.
Just finding that outside line.
14-14-1.
You know, the guys in this game
just on.
definitely getting big in this, getting big in the middle, trying to reach, just trying to get that ball in, but Brayden sails a little bit long, tying it up, 14-14.
Second serve.
Livy kind of hesitating there.
14-14-2.
Set up for the juniors, but that is where the college kids needed to go. They needed to get back to 14-14. See if the juniors can close it out right here and give them a 2-1 lead.
Career over for Bryce.
I'm thinking maybe after we should probably check his paddle.
14-14-2.
Great hands paddle on point there from Brayden.
That was a great point right there. Maybe had a little premature cheer from the crowd because we were excited for that point. Great point.
Great roll.
College team and for the juniors. Was that it?
Red Rock Open. Have a good night.
That was it, right?
Actually, with that, that is the end of the junior versus college.